Hi, welcome back. It's Laura from Hyperstamper, and I want to show you the last 3 videos are being filmed today, and I'll try to put one out each day, October 19, 2021, finish off the week of my 10-a-week challenge this summer. This is from a vintage book, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, and you can see the lovely gentleman on the spine here, and then on the cover are these fantastic images of all different stories. We've got deers and landscapes, indigenous folks, skaters, which I think is Hans Brink, and just some lovely, lovely images. So what I did is I just added this white tassel. I wanted a white and blue theme, and I put on this antique handle, which over the years somebody has painted white, but you can see the brass underneath the scratches. I think it's lovely. I left it white. That's how I got it. So it lives with this journal now. And let's have a little look. Oh, the back is just as pretty, by the way. Let's have a little tour through this very pretty antique journal. So again, this is The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain, a classic. Originally written in 1875. This particular copy is 1922, as you can see there. So let's have another peek here. I just added some tea-dyed pages with some hand stamping on them, but everything else is authentic antique ephemera. So I've got here one of these wonderful photographs. Look at this lovely outfit this sweet woman is wearing. It looks like she's they're at a resort here. I'm starting to pick up on the story of this family as I go through all of my photos that I acquired from the 300 photos from this family. And then one of Pearl Shop's 1950s receipts. And we've got a vintage atlas page here. A wonderful children's, bright colored children's book image, and that wonderful Paris, France almanac, 1938, from this almanac, which is so much fun. Look at this lovely image. These people meeting, playing tennis on the beach, I guess. Really? Must be nice. And this is from May, 1938. We've got some of the original pages in here again, and I did tape this one onto here just because this is plain white with text, so I just thought I'd add an extra page there. Here is a lovely postcard. Look at this beautiful beach, and that is from approximately 1910, or sorry, 1920. This one is from 1920. I will tuck that back in here, and this page, or this pocket here, Sweetheart Pocket, was made from another antique book page. And this came from a 1920s student project scrapbook. And her project was on turkeys and chickens and ducks and geese. And I just thought it was adorable. And this photo here is actually from 1910. This print that she found, she must have had a big collection of them. So I think that's wonderful. I really do. I just think they're so sweet. And look at this adorable little girls' outfits page in this antique journal. And on the flip side are these wonderful advertisements and articles on lace making, looming, just wonderful. That's from the 1950s. And I made this journaling tag from a cracker box, and I turned it into a antique book page journal. And I love the title there, Days Gone By. I found that subtitle in a book. Another doily here. You can tape this doily or glue this doily down halfway to make it a pocket. There is a pocket on the other side. Just some vintage upholstery fabric there at the top. And this is the original book jacket. Now, why would you cover this up with the book jacket? It's so pretty, but they did. So I kept that, and it is in now a pocket for you. And this is just an antique French book page that I turn into a little journaling envelope. More hand stamping. This came from a 1930s children's book, and one of these wonderful watchman's clock faces from the early 1900s, and an accounting journaling page here from 1929. I'll scrap there, and a vintage playing card. It looks new, but it's actually quite old. And this is from the wonderful 1928 Billboard magazine. And that is all about vaudeville and carnival wares and all the shows that they would have done live back in the roaring 20s. And then there is this wonderful children's book page here. And oh, I made this pocket here out of a 1930s Universe of Knowledge book page. And then this here is Chicago, Illinois. It was a pre-stamped letter going to the Chicago Herald and Examiner from Canada. So they would make these up and mail them out to their subscribers there. Sorry, that goes in here. And there's another pocket at the back if you want to tuck your own ephemera into there. A 1930s community. Is this a chance or a community? This is a chance card for Monopoly. The go to jail card, which is actually kind of rare now. Yeah, they're hard to find. People keep the other, like get rid of the other ones, but they normally keep that one. And the do not pass go, which I think I have one of those in my collection. More of these wonderful hard children's pages here, and a 1955 Theater Arts magazine. That's the back cover there. And just a little pocket here made out of antique paper, and I made a little pocket here from a 1920s garden, English garden book. And then there's a piece of that scrapbook. It's so brittle that I just was able to put one little bit in there, but you can add other things and put it in there. It's on a magnet. Keep that shut. And all my clusters are made out of my antique book scraps and vintage wares. So a little bit of lace here. 1920s music sheet. So that was 1921. And a children's scrapbook page and a vintage canasta score sheet. And that's the pocket from another book jacket that I really loved. I thought it was just beautiful. The story of a red deer from that vintage book. And this is just a little piece of upholstery cross stitch that somebody made. And I thought it was lovely. So it's really just a fun piece. You can make whatever you want out of it. I've actually been making little booklets, and that's the cover of the booklets. So let's see what else. We have a vintage stamp here from a very young Queen Elizabeth. And pretty bird. And this is from the American Garden. And this is a beautiful, like, I would say you could rip this out of the journal carefully and frame it. It is a lovely gate. High garden wall clothed in vines, it says. This is from that lovely 1915, even earlier. And that's from a girl's own journal. So that's from that. And look at the fashions on these lovely women from 1915. Nightgowns, just perfect. Just perfect. And all my little scraps of ephemera here. And I put a little secret journaling spot under the flap there. Same with over here. And there's my 1950s bingo card. I love that there's the images of the bingo chips because it had been sitting in the box so long, the chips were underneath. And they've come up. It looks like they've been bingo dabbed. More of that wonderful hard paper. And this is one of those fantastic Polish embroidery. Let me just show you where this came from. This is from this lovely book. Look at these plates in here. I'm very excited to include these in my journals. If you see one of my journals that you want and you don't see this and you want one, let me know and I'll add it to the journal that you're purchasing in my Etsy shop. Etsy.com/shop/Hyperstamper. And I've got some good blank pages here for you to journal on. Ledger pages from the 1920s. Another wonderful botanical book page here from Plants and Trees from the early 1940s. A French dictionary page, some crochet bits, pattern scrap, and that's that lovely little book. That'll be in my Etsy shop momentarily. I hope you go and visit me, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see these before they hit Etsy.